Hi Allison, this is Catherine. I'm finally making a really quick little video to talk about block files with Eclipse. Now, first before we get started, I know that you have some issues where I think you're still trying to figure out where your Eclipse files are generally saved. I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm just going to go forward assuming that the setup is pretty similar to my own. So I have a little quick checklist. Okay, first when we're talking about block files, let's talk about making them, right? Assuming that you for some reason can't move them over from CaseCat, you might have to start over from scratch. Not a big deal. I can actually send you mine if you want. But if you're going to do it from scratch, what you would do is you would open up a new transcript, blank and empty. I'm just going to call this like B practice. Name it something new. It doesn't exist yet, so it's going to create the file. B is for block, by the way. That's my own system I use. So we make it. Pressing N to enter new text, and you're just going to treat it like it's a word processor, right? So you might want to do something like, this is the title page for a deposition, yada yada yada. You would go on and on. You've seen them in class, so this might be familiar to you already. And once you're happy with it, you know, it's saved, so congratulations, now you have a block file. That's the first thing you want to do. Next, about when you want to summon it or retrieve it throughout your transcript, let's say after the fact, what you are going to be doing is you want to press Alt-R. R is to retrieve it. Think about it that way. So anywhere you are where your cursor is in the file, let's say this is my crappy 4 voice, which I'm not going to transcribe, I think, and I want to retrieve my a deposition title page, right? I would press Alt-R, and you would see that it starts with my documents, here we go, Eclipse, my user, block files, because I've actually created a folder for that. I'm not sure if Eclipse automatically comes with it or you have to make it yourself. I forget. If you don't already have something called block or block files within your Eclipse folder, then you're going to want to create that. But anyway, this is where I place all of them. As you can see, they all start with B to stand for block so that I can kind of remember what it's referring to. I don't have my practice one in here, but let's say I wanted to have where the deposition is being sworn. Deposition deponent, right? And I open it up, and boop, it pulls all the text that I have already made in my transcript, and it pulls it up right there. Now let's say that you want to, while you're actually doing real time, you want to do it while you're, kind of typing along, right? What you would do is you would want to make a dictionary entry that summons it. Now I already have mine made, so basically I'm going to show you how they work. Let's say again about the deposition being sworn in. I'm going to double click it so we can see. The steno that I have is Dorn. That's nice. And this is important. How you define it is going to always be squiggly bracket, less than or greater sign. I'm not really sure which direction. Think of it as like the mouth is eating up the title. And what this text is here, this is the name of the block file that we made, or that you made. And then you have to end it with a squiggly bracket. And this is basically telling the program, all right, we're doing a little programming here. We're going to retrieve this file and end it. And so when you're typing along and you go dorn on your keyboard, then it's going to pull it and come up. So that's really convenient. If that's not working for you, make sure that you have some of the following things set up. Go into Alt-U for users or user settings. On the user tab, we're going to go down to advanced. If you click on that, down here are the directories. Now we're going to go down to blocks because this is saying where Eclipse is going to go to find blocks or block files. As you can see, again, I have mine Eclipse, Catherine username, block files. If it's anything different, you'd want to click on this and then navigate around to find where it is that you're going to find your stuff. But that is going to have Eclipse appropriately draw forth what you need. So let me just check my little cheat sheet. Let's go to making a block file, do it like a processor, you name it whatever, I prefer B. Then you make sure you create your block file or folder in this, and it draws them there. Alt-R is to retrieve a block file, and it should go straight to that folder. If it doesn't, then go to advanced, check. Okay, that's what I just talked about. And then again, when you're doing real-time typing in directly, it's all about the dictionary entries. Squiggly bracket, the less than sign, like it's eating it up, and the file name itself. For example, squiggly bracket, less than sign, title, squiggly bracket. And the file name obviously must match. And I'm pretty sure it's also case sensitive. So that's pretty much everything I think that has to do with block files. We talked about creating them, retrieving them, after the fact when you're transcribing, or also how to do it in real time. If you have any questions about how this worked, if things, a step was skipped or something's not working for you, totally let me know, and hopefully we can get it working. So thank you so much, and good luck.